Hello and welcome to Alive News. I am Tanti Azar. Let's look at the headlines. All Naira notes remain legal tender, says the Supreme Court. Ipob speaks on 2023 general elections. Russia reports battlefield advances as Ukraine urges faster military aid. In sports, Joe Aribo named in Premier League summer transfer window.
This is Alive TV.
The news in detail. The Supreme Court has said its February 8 order barring the federal government and its agencies from enforcing the February 10th deadline for the use of 200, 500 and 1,000 Naira notes still subsists. The court made the clarification on Wednesday following compliance by lawyer of Kaduna, Kogi and Zamfara states Abdul Hakim Mustafa that the federal government and its agencies have failed to comply with the order and have allegedly directed the rejection of the old notes. Mustafa said the plaintiff filed a notice of non-compliance with the order to the court order made on February 8 and demanded that the court take action against the respondent to protect the dignity of the court. Justice John Okoro, who presided over a 7-member panel of the court, asked Mustafa to file a proper application to put forward his compliance and to enable the respondent respond appropriately. He noted that since the order made by the court on February 8th was made pending the determination of the motion for injunctions filed by the plaintiff, the order still subsists since the motion was not yet heard. The Supreme Court has, however, fixed February 22nd for hearing of the suit filed. The proscribed indigenous people of Biafra has said that it has no interest in the forthcoming 2023 general elections and hence it is not connected to any attack on the facilities of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Biafra agitators had been accused of perpetrating attacks on some facilities of the electoral body in parts of the southeast, especially within Ihiala local government area of Anambra State. Reacting, however, the Media and Publicity Secretary of the secessionists, Ima Powerful, said in a statement that the group's only interest is getting a referendum date to decide its political, social, and economic affiliation, either in a united Nigeria or independent Biafra nation. Ipob also denied directing any seat at home in the southeast during the election period, urging residents to disregard the rumor order making the rounds by the Simon Ekpa faction. According to Powerful, those attacking INEC facilities were primarily funded and sponsored by unscrupulous politicians to demonize Ipob and the Eastern Security Network. The Honorable Minister of Sports and Youth Development, Mr. Sunday Dowry, attended the closing ceremony of the orientation program of the NYSC at the Permanent Orientation Camp, Isheyin in Oyo State. The minister shared his story during his NYSC experience in Cuba 33 years ago.
National salute! Salute!
33 years ago, somewhere in Cuba, in the FCT, a young man your age, out of the university, having earned a degree, with so much dream for a future career as a graduate, wore these same uniforms you're wearing today, the same boots you're wearing today. And the 3 weeks that young man spent on the orientation camp in Cuba still lives in his heart 33 years after. The memories linger. The friends that the young man made during the 3 weeks camp and the service here still abide. But most importantly, the lessons of patriotism, of working for the unity of our country, of making sure the spirit of the NYSC does not die, even when the young man became an accomplished person, continued in his heart. That is taking forward the very charge of the NYSC, started 50 years ago, to promote the unity and diversity of our great country, Nigeria. Remember the words of our national anthem, the post-colonial national anthem, Though tongues and tribes may differ, in brotherhood we stand. That young man stands here before you today as the Minister of Youth and Sports Development of our great country, Nigeria. So I say to you this morning as you go forward, make sure you truly go out to serve, service and humility. Make sure you impact your communities wherever you find yourself serving this nation. Make sure that you serve in such a way that you impact the people around you, the people in your workplace, the people in your communities. Make sure you do something. Never leave where you serve without doing something. Make friends, build networks, expand your skills from the 3 weeks I hit your hand. Go ahead and spend this year getting extra skills, extrajudicial skills, because you will need those skills when you get into the real world. This nation holds the youth in this country. The NYSC as an institution has endured for 50 years. May this year we'll celebrate 50 years of the NYSC. It will endure for another 50 years and another 50 years. You are the building blocks of the NYSC. Do play a part, and I wish you a very, very, very good year of national youth service to our great country, Nigeria.
Well, we are excited for the closing ceremony. The core members are happy for having the guest minister, our father in our midst. They're all excited as we go around to greet and appreciate them for their commitment to their duties at the orientation course. I am very optimistic that they will do wonders with the training they have received and the learning they had here will enable them to transform their host community to something else. I am not counting less than 10 core members that will take up national award with the spirit they imbibe from the orientation camp. They are full of hope and they will do well. Thank you very much. Yeah.
The Deputy Director of Stakeholders Relations of the PCC, Chief Sunday Dare, took the door-to-door campaign for Asiwaju to Ogbomoso community on Tuesday, February 14th, 2023. This is in continuation of his campaign effort, which he embarked upon for the party's candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his running mate Kashim Shettima. Now on the foreign story, Russia said on Wednesday its troops had broken through two fortified lines of Ukrainian defenses on the Eastern Front as Kyiv described the situation there as difficult and demanded faster military aid ahead of a predicted Russian offensive. The Russian defense minister said the Ukrainians had retreated in the face of Russian attacks in the Luhansk region, although it provided no details during the offensive. The Ukrainian troops randomly retreated to a distance of up to 3 kilometers (1.9 miles) from the previously occupied lines. President Volodymyr Zelensky's office said Ukrainian forces had repelled some Russian attacks in Luhansk, but added the situation in the region remains difficult. Lastly, in sports. Nigerian midfielder who is contracted to Southampton, Joe Aribo, has been named in the Flop X1 for the 2022-2023 Premier League season. In 22 appearances in all competitions, the 26-year-old Nigerian attacking midfielder has failed to live up to his potentials, scoring just 2 goals in the league and contributing no assists. After assisting Glasgow Rangers in their victories in the Scottish Cup and the Europa League final the season prior, Joe Aribo was expected to become one of the biggest names in Europe. Joe Aribo, who joined Southampton to help them stay in the Premier League, has only helped them to garner 15 points, which forced them to the bottom of the league table. Thanks for watching. See you next time.